I suppose a good way of finding out if I can hear the fan in the background is to do an audio test. Dick balls. Dick balls. Dick balls. Dick balls. Dick balls. Dick balls. Hi guys, Dr. Scope from 667. Yeah, that was an intro. Well, that was a sound test actually. I just sort of trying to find out if, obviously, as you heard the art fail. All right, so what you're sort of basically saying. I'm sure if you're watching, you may have these games. The point at which you go from, you know, sort of being a little bit cold to being warm, or the point at which you just decide that you aren't terrible and you're going to destroy some people. Yeah. It's always fun. It's pretty much why everyone plays CoD, I guess. I know that's why I play CoD, to rape other players. In the game, obviously. Let's not get confused about that. But yeah, so, you know, the point at which you decide, right, I'm going to destroy these people. And then you do, just out of sheer the need, you know, just the need for ponage. It's just good fun. Doesn't always come off the plan, but you know, there are some things you can do to improve your chances. Obviously, play a fucking shit ton of CoD, so you know what you're doing. Second thing would be, don't be terrible. Very good advice, wouldn't you say, Punch? Yeah, don't be terrible. Don't be terrible. Rape face. Raping face is always good. But no. If you play a lot of CoD and you want to destroy people, eventually you'll work out how it's done. And yeah, it's a combination of factors, as I'm sure you know. But running at people or playing fairly aggressively is definitely something that gives me vast amounts of enjoyment and epic reactions. So yeah. Now here, just in case you're wondering, and you're probably not, why I'm moving in the way that I am. Some of these guys are sniping, probably half these guys are sniping, so I want to get hard scoped or quick scoped or any sort of scoped by any douchebag. And if there's any douchebaggery involving scope, it's me. Yeah, so right now I'm thinking, right, super aggressive mode, score! Yeah, come at me. This is going really well. Fuck. Really out in the open. Really bad place to be. Fuck, I actually killed him. Oh, dick balls. Yeah. Anyway, we're going to jump over to some Black Ops. Once again, when the SMG comes out. In this case, it's just running out of spawn on Summit. I only played this game a couple of weeks ago. I think, what's that guy called? Kenyatta something? Is he the guy? Yep. I don't know. Maybe that was coming. Anyway, they backed out as you saw. So when the SMG comes out, when you decide to rush, or maybe you're a sniper, you know, and someone snipes you, and you're like, right, I gotta get that guy. I'll show him how to use that weapon, and you know, any gun that you've used a lot of, probably gonna be pretty good with. So if you get killed by someone using it, and maybe it looks like it's almost guaranteed that they, you know, won't be as good as you with it, then you're like, oh, how dare you. But yeah, probably played too much Black Ops. Really. I was letting play for a while, played a fucking shit ton of it. It was really good.
Target down. Got a man down.
Care package ready for delivery. Mark it easy.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I mean, what else can you do to pwn? I think wanting to pwn people is obviously very important. I mean, you can be really good at sort of whatever you're doing, but you can't really be asked are you going to destroy people as much as if you're really motivated, if you want blood. Maybe you get a few cheap deaths, maybe some guy hits you with an IED. Maybe some guy hits you with a C4 pack or a claymore, random nade. What else? What's a bad way to die in CoD? I really go, oh, apart from being like command load or tubed. Anyway, alright, Modern Warfare 3. This, once again, there'll be a little bit of SMG in the case of the secondaries in this game being pulled out. Going to start off with just a little bit of ACR. Not really a big fan of the silent ACR. I don't like ACRs with a gold camo just because everyone has it and everyone uses it, and I'm a bit of a fucking hipster douchebag like that, I guess, by my own definition. So, yeah, I don't mind TDM. It's nice to get warm. Maybe then jump into some Dom. Or do you reckon, Punch? Or you just fucking straight into Dom? Let's go balls, just fucking balls deep straight out the gate.
Balls deep.
Yeah.
Never worked out.
I just prefer the red dot sight, you know, like the absolute pinpoint precision of the red dot sight ACR. And generally all these games have been, we've just gone back to playing older CoD, out of just sheer hate for the current CoD, or current CoDs. I mean, if you want to count the last two, I suppose, it's about equal numbers playing both. So, but it's good, you know, go back, play some older CoDs, and play the latest debacle. I believe the next one, there's been a trailer or something. I have not seen it. Haven't really bothered yet. I'm sure you don't get to see any multiplayer. Maybe get a tiny bit of an idea about something. Maybe.
Friendly Predator missile inbound.
Yeah. I don't know, like I would sit here and talk about the game, but I feel like I'm like wanking on about myself. So it's really,
The game does it itself.
well, yeah. I don't know, like if I'm watching myself play, like, and I'm sort of in like one of those little beastie bits, and I'm like talking about, and obviously like you don't call yourself a beast, but if you're in the process of like raping people, and then like you make reference to it, or something, I don't know. I always just watch it back and think, I'm a douche. So I try and not do it, but it leaves you, you know, like, I mean, you can either ignore it completely or just talk about something else. So really, I should have just picked a completely random ass topic and not tried to like make occasional references, or I don't know. But it started that well, didn't it? Didn't us? Yeah. Great English. I'm pretty tired. I started a new job. Driving a truck at the moment. It's probably the only job I've had that's not really doesn't involve a qualification. And interestingly enough, it's probably one of the most enjoyable things I've done in my entire life in terms of like paid work. Yeah, it's not something I intend doing for in the long term, but it's quite crazy driving around delivering fuel for it's like diesel for earth moving vehicles that are around the area. Saw a dude flip his car in front of me. That was pretty intense. Just look up and there's like a car barreling and cartwheeling in front of you. Pretty mad shit. That will happen, people. So you do need to be aware. If you have a driver's license, do be fucking careful. I almost killed myself so many times. And you know what will kill you? Like, I mean in a car. Host migration. That'll fucking kill you. Because what if the host moves to Kazakhstan? Nothing against Kazakhstan. Just a long fucking way away.
Bad times had.
Yeah. You don't really want the guy to be hosting there, because then it goes from that, what you've seen, into sort of this sort of thing. Enjoyable. Anyway, this has been Dr. Scope saying thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you next time. Oh, if you're a new subscriber, you fucking kick ass. And obviously if you're an old one, or just a random cunt, thank you. Cheers.